Welcome everyone. Welcome to this yoga class offered by the Blossom Yoga Center. Some of you would have participated in this class sequence at the Sacred Grove retreats here in October 2022. So this is part of two classes. This is the first class, and we're going to also offer a second class, which you'll be able to find online. And the goal of these two classes is to assist the practitioner with being able to sit more comfortably. Now, we sit all day often at our work, but also many of you may be interested in meditation or doing other practices where sitting comfortably is important. So this asana sequence today and the other one will assist you with strengthening and improving flexibility in the muscles that we use the most when we sit. So what are those muscles? They are the muscles in our lower back, in our abdomen, around our spine, hips, thighs, and flexibility, especially in the legs. So all of your joints in your legs, your knees, your ankles, your hips. So with that said, that will be the focus of how we will be doing these two classes. So a few things, we say yamas niyamas. So a few practices that are important to observe before any yoga class is ideally you should be doing this on an empty stomach. If you have eaten a meal in the last 2 hours, I would encourage you to avoid doing this practice because it can lead to nausea or indigestion or just discomfort in the stomach and prevents you from having good digestion. Secondly, I encourage you to wear loose clothing so that you have easy breathing in your skin and you have easy circulation. And lastly, try to practice this not as the last thing before you sleep. Usually when we do asana, it can wake the body up a little bit, so just to give a little bit of gap before you sleep. Now, when we do this class, there are two things to observe during the class. The first is we do these practices with breathing. So I will give you the breathing cue for an inhale or an exhale. Try your best to follow it. Now, the reality is we all have different breathing durations. So my breathing cues may be too slow or too fast for you. So it is important that you modify this practice or modify the breathing based on your own breathing pace. And secondly is the practice of what we say ahimsa, which is non-violence or kindness. So again, I will be offering a general practice, but we have all sorts of body types. So if something isn't working for you, if you're feeling pain or uncomfortable discomfort, stop. You can pause or you can self-modify to a point where you're comfortable doing it. Since I'm not here to support you, just make sure you look after yourself and take responsibility for your own well-being. So with no other introductory remarks, I will now start the class. So you just settle down, sitting in a comfortable posture, and that can be sitting cross-legged. It can also be sitting in a kneeling posture. So you can have your buttocks on your heels, or you can have your knees bent. If that's also uncomfortable, you can also stick a cushion underneath your hips in either sitting posture. And last but not least, you're very welcome to sit on a chair. It's important for the opening and the closing that you sit comfortably so that you can really relax into the chant or into the relaxation exercise. So with that, just choosing your own seated posture, and you may close your eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, you can just lower and soften your gaze. Just begin by relaxing your body, your mind. Taking a deep breath in, belly expands. Exhale, letting go of all stress, tension from your day. Deep breath in, letting your belly expand, relaxing your chest. Exhale, letting go. We're going to do this once more. This time when we exhale, we will sigh out loud, helping use sound and breath to release any tension. Breathing in and once again, breathing in breathing in. Well done. Continuing to keep your spine straight and just becoming aware of your body. Noticing the contact the base of your body makes with the floor or the mat beneath you. You may bring your awareness to the pressure, the texture, the temperature. You may notice the touch of your hand on your knees or on your lap. Maybe the temperature of the air on your skin. And now shifting your awareness to your breath. Just observing your breath in your nostrils. If your nose is blocked, you can observe the breath in your mouth. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, unclenching the jaw. And now bringing your awareness even deeper to the center of your heart. Allowing the heart to become soft and gentle. Connecting with the loving presence here. And with this connection to loving presence, you can place your hands over your heart, or you can bring your palms together in prayer mudra. And we will chant Om 3 times. Taking a slow, deep breath in. Om. Breathing in. Breathing in. Feeling the buzz or the vibration of the chant. You may set an intention for your practice, or you may chant a prayer or a mantra, whatever is right for you. when you're ready, you can relax your hands in your lap and open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to start with some movements called Sukshma Vyayama, and for that we're going to stand up. So for the Sukshma Vyayama, the first few movements, you can keep your feet either in a V shape. So here our heels are together and our toes are wide apart. For some of you, this will feel more stable. Your other option is you can keep your feet hip-width apart. So choosing either option, we're going to begin with some neck movements. So keeping your shoulders relaxed, arms besides the body, we're going to start with just moving the neck up and down. So we start with our head in the center, breathing in, and exhale, bring the head forward, chin towards the chest. Inhale, I lift my head up and take it as far back as I can, comfortably. And exhale and bring the head forward again. Now as you do this, if you start to feel strain or any cracking sound, please avoid it or reduce the depth of the bend. Inhale, head back. Exhale, forward. And we'll do one more. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, bringing your head up. Now we're going to do a side bend, a lateral stretch of the neck. So once again, we start with our head in the center and we breathe in here. And exhale, tilt the head to one side. Now it can be tempting to try and take the chin to one side, so try not to do that. Make sure that your chin is looking straight ahead and your ear comes towards your shoulder. So we're trying to stretch the side muscle here, not the muscles at the back. Inhale, we come up, and exhale, we're going to do the other side. So doing it along with me, we're going to do 3 rounds on either side. Inhale, head in the center. Exhale, bend your head to your left side, ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, head up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Relaxing your jaw. Inhale. Exhale. Relaxing your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and relax. Just take a moment. If you want, you can close your eyes and just notice how your neck is feeling. And opening your eyes, and now we're going to open up the arms. Now, as we open up the arms and shoulders, we all actually have a different level of mobility in our shoulders. So if you have a lot of tightness, but especially if you have an injury or something like frozen shoulder, be very mindful of how far you raise your arm. Stop at a point where it's comfortable. Don't try and push it beyond its capacity. Healing and stretching takes its own time, so just go with where you're at for now. So we're going to start with the left arm, keeping the elbow and wrist straight. We're going to inhale and lift the arm up from one side, and the palm is facing away from the body. So notice my hand, it's facing away from my body, it's not facing towards my body. And when I exhale, I bring the arm down. So we're going to do it on either side, and then we're going to do both sides together. And the reason for this is, when we're able to do one side at a time, we can pay more attention to that part of our body. So part of the effect of asana is not just the movement, but it's also actually the mental awareness that affects how we do the posture and the effect of the posture. So let's begin with the left arm. Inhale, lifting the left arm up, palm facing away. Exhale, down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, arm up, elbow straight. Exhale, down. And once more. Trying not to bend your torso, keeping your torso straight and still. Exhale. Beautiful. And now the other side. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Inhale. Keeping your mental awareness with the movement and the breath. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now we're going to do both shoulders 3 times. Inhale, both arms up, stretching up, exhale and back down. Inhale, stretching up. You can lift your shoulders up and exhale down. And once more. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. So our shoulders are opened up. So this next one, we're going to be stretching our spine. And this is going to involve a back bend and a forward bend. So one thing to note for this class overall and yoga in general, whenever we do a back bend, it can actually lead to feeling a little lightheaded for some people. So if you do feel lightheaded or dizzy, or you deal with vertigo, just take a lot of care when you lean back. So we want to make sure that you don't lose your balance or fall over. Also, in a forward bend, when our head goes below the heart, it places a lot of pressure on the heart because there's more blood flow. So if you have high blood pressure or any cardiac challenges, I would encourage you to do it with care. If you're taking medication, it's probably fine, but just to take it with care. And if you start to feel too much pressure or discomfort, to actually avoid bending all the way down and just going down halfway. So with that said, we start by bringing our feet wide apart, wider than our hips. And I'll show you the hand placement. The hands are placed on the lower back. Now, if you cannot comfortably reach your lower back, your other option is to place your hands on your hips. So both options are completely fine. The stretch will be a little deeper if you're able to reach your hands to the back. I'll demonstrate from the side. So with the hand placement on your lower back, we're going to roll the shoulders back, lift the chin slightly up, opening the chest, and lean back as far as you're comfortable with the support of your hands. So no need to go back too far, just as much as you can do. And exhale, bend forward. Try to keep a straight spine, chin slightly up, and bend forward. If you want, you can bend your knees. If you have sciatica, pinched nerve, tightness in your glutes or your hamstrings, I strongly encourage you to bend your knees. Inhale, we come up, and we're going to repeat this 3 more times. Inhale, leaning back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Leaning back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up and relax. Next, we're going to twist our spine. So here, I want you to place your hands on your hips. And most of you should be able to do this comfortably. If you do have any severe discomfort in your spine, just take care with how far you twist. So keeping your hands on your hips, continuing to keep your feet out wide. Inhale in the center and exhale, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Twist your hips towards the left side. Turn your spine and look over your shoulder as far as you can. Inhale, We're going to come back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And this time we're going to hold the posture. So continue to stay here and keep breathing normally. We're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, center, and exhale, other side. Remember to keep breathing, and we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and come back. Well done. Now we're going to open up the joints in our ankles and our toes. And we're going to do that by lifting our heels off the ground and standing on our toes. So we will lift up and go down, lift up and go down. We'll do a few rounds dynamically, and then we're going to hold the posture. So we're going to stand on our toes. Now, a few things to note here. If you have injured your ankle, or you have a lot of instability in your ankle, either avoid it if you have an injury, but if you have instability, just don't go as high. Reduce the depth in which you raise, the height in which you raise your heels. With your arms, you have two options. One is you can raise your arms up when you inhale, but again, if you have trickiness in your shoulders, you can keep your arms besides the body. Starting with our feet flat on the floor, arms besides the body. Inhale, lift the heels off the ground, arms off the ground, stretching up. Exhale, bring the heels back down, arms back down. If you're feeling too wobbly, reduce the height of your lift. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Once more. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Now the next round we're going to hold the posture. To assist with maintaining the balance, I encourage you to find a point in your room or where you are that isn't moving, and fix your gaze on that point so that you can help maintain the balance. Second thing is, make sure that your mind doesn't wander and you actually maintain your mental focus at that point. And lastly, I want you to switch on your core muscles, so pull in your anal muscles and tighten your abs so that you can hold the posture more easily. So inhale, lifting your heels up, stretching your arms up. We're going to be here, holding it for 10 counts. Keep breathing. And exhale slowly, simultaneously dropping your heels and your arms. Well done. Now we're going to transition into asana. So the first asana we're going to do is called Veerbhadrasana, which is also known as warrior pose. Now this pose is quite demanding on our knees and our thighs. So if you want to participate in it, you can do what I will be demonstrating, but you can reduce the distance between your legs, and you can reduce how far you bend your knees down. So you can do the same thing, but with less depth and a lesser duration if you want. So we start at the back of our mat, feet hip-width apart, and we take multiple steps forward with one of our legs so that you have as much of a distance as possible between the front and the back leg without losing your balance. Now take your back foot out at 45 degrees, and what that will do is it will tilt your hip out. So I want you to consciously push your hips so that they're facing forward. Push the outer edge of your back foot out onto the mat, keeping your back knee as straight as possible. And we're going to start by practicing lunging our knee. So here when we practice the lunge, you want to make sure that your knee is stacked on top of your ankle. Often it can be tempting to take the knee further forward. This means that you're going to end up straining your knee. If you have that mobility in your hips to go further forward, increase your stance. But whatever you do, do not let the knee go past the ankle. So once you have your stance set, and one more thing actually is that often we like to stand on a tightrope when we do this, and we start to lose our balance. So it's important that your right foot is close to the right edge of your mat and your left foot is close to the left edge of your mat so that we have some distance. So now that we have the leg positioning done, you're going to start with your palms together, and we're going to simultaneously lunge our knee and extend our arms. You can either keep your palms together like this, or if you want, you can fold all of your fingers and just keep the first finger extended. So with your hands at your chest, inhale, lunging the knee and extending the arms. So we're holding this posture, Veerbhadrasana. You can check your stance just to make sure the knee is above the ankle. And we're going to hold this for 10 counts, keeping the back leg straight and the spine upright. We're holding it for 10 counts. And exhale, straightening the knee, bringing the hands to the chest. Now we're going to switch sides, so bringing the front leg back, going to the other side. So you can take multiple steps forward if you want. Back foot 45 degrees, push the outer edge of your foot down towards the ground. Keeping the back knee straight, just testing the lunge, making sure the knee stacks on top of the ankle. Palms together. If you want, you can fold the back 3 fingers, and we're doing the same on the other side. Inhale, lunging the knee, extending the arms. Make sure your hips are facing forward, spine is upright. Feeling strong in this posture. And exhale, releasing the knee, hand back at the chest, relax the arms and bring the legs back. Our next asana is called Samakonasana, or also known as right angle pose. So this one's very good for strengthening the lower back, and I'll give some modifications for those of you who have weakness or some issue with your lower back. So we start at the back of our mat with our feet hip width apart. And we come into it by doing a normal forward bend, and then we lift up. So inhale, lifting your arms up if you can. If you can't, keep them on the hips. Exhale, bend forward. And inhale, we come up halfway, placing the hands on the lower back. Now, if you can comfortably hold this right angle, that's fine. However, for a lot of us, a few things might be difficult. One is you might feel the rounding of your upper spine. So lift your head up a little bit and gaze at the front of your mat. Secondly, it may be difficult to place your hands on your lower back, so you can rest your hands gently on your knees. Thirdly, it can actually be quite demanding on the knees, so you can bend the knees a little bit. And lastly, it can be quite tough on the back. So if that's the case, you can relieve your back a little bit by lifting the back up. So those are your different options. Choosing which one is right for you. Coming into that posture, we're going to hold it now for 6 counts. So keep breathing. And exhale, bending forward once again. If you want, you can stretch your hands to the ground. And inhale, stretching your arms up. And exhale, arms down. So it's normal if you're feeling some tiredness in your lower back, it can ache a little bit because it's quite a demanding pose. So the next posture we'll do will assist us with relieving the back. So for the next one, we're going to be doing an easy version of Trikonasana. It's a modified version of Trikonasana, but it's very good for opening up the spine. So we start with our legs wide apart, and just wide apart as much as you're comfortable. It doesn't need to be too wide. And here we're going to begin by lifting our arms out wide. Now, if you're not comfortable holding your arms out wide, it's okay for you to keep your hands on your hips. Keeping our arms out wide in the inhale position, we then bend forward on the exhale, and you take your right hand to your opposite foot, drop your head, place your hand on your lower back. Here, if you need to, you can bend your knees a little bit if it's getting too tight on your knees. And then we lift the shoulder up, and if you can, try and look up. If you cannot look up, it's okay to look down. Inhale, we come out wide, come up, and exhale to the other side. This time the left hand goes to the right foot, and the right hand is on the lower back. Open the shoulder and look up. Inhale, come out wide. So you should have a bit of a hang of it now. Inhaling, lifting your arms up. Exhale, bend forward, placing one hand on the opposite foot, other hand on the lower back. Opening the shoulder, looking up if you can. Inhale, back to center, arms out wide and up. Exhale, back down, other side. Inhale, out wide and up. Exhale, other side. And this third round, we're going to hold the posture. So holding it however you're comfortable, bending your knees if you need to. And we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bringing your arms out wide, and exhale, we're doing the other side. 5, keep breathing normally. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms out wide, and exhale, relax. Well done. Now we'll release the back with just a simple forward bend and back bend. So here we're going to stretch the arms up when we do it. However, if you're not comfortable stretching your arms up, you can do the previous movement we did with your hands on your lower back. Inhaling, we'll lift our arms up, leaning back as far as you're comfortable, remembering, be careful if you have vertigo or low blood pressure. And exhale and bend forward. And we're going to stay down here for 5 counts. Allowing, if you need to, bend your knees, allowing your back to relax and your body to hang from your hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, lifting your head up, arms in line with your ears, and exhale and relax. So now just standing in a normal posture, feet hip width apart, arms besides the body. You can close your eyes. This posture is Samastitihi, and it's an observation posture. So just notice how your body is feeling. Having completed the standing asanas. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So we're now going to transition into asanas on the floor. So we're going to lay down on the mat. So laying down on your mat, and if you're not comfortable, especially if you have something like arthritis, it can sometimes be a little uncomfortable being on a hard floor. So make sure you have a mat. If you need to, you can put a blanket also underneath you. And we're going to start with leg raises. Now leg raises are very good for strengthening our abdomen and our lower back. These important core muscles that help us sit up straight. So for the leg raise, I'm going to give you two different options. So option number one, and this is for those who are healthy completely in their abdominal region, have not had any injury or surgery recently. You keep your both legs straight, and if you're comfortable, you will lift one leg completely up, knee straight, all the way towards the ceiling, and then bring your leg down. Now, if you feel you can almost do it and you just need a little bit of support, you can place your hands underneath your hips. So just tuck those palms underneath with the palms facing down and do the same thing. Now, one way to know if this is not for you is if your neck and your spine start coming off the ground as you're trying to lift your leg up. That means you're straining too much. So then take the second option. The second option involves us bending both of our knees, and we start with our knee to the chest. And inhale, lifting the leg off the ground into the air. Exhale, bringing the knee to the chest. So we're going to do it with each side of the leg. We're going to do 3 rounds dynamically, and then we will hold the 4th round. And I will demonstrate both options, one with one leg and the other with the other leg. So I'm going to start with the easy option, keeping the knees bent, bringing my knee to the chest, and inhale, lifting the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to the chest. I actually have sky above me, not ceiling. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to the chest. And next one, we're going to hold. This requires quite a bit of strength in your abdominals. Holding the leg and breathing normally for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bringing the leg back down. Now it's important that you choose the same variation for both legs. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you the second variation. So in the second variation, keeping both legs straight, we lift now the other leg off the ground. So inhale, I lift my left leg up, trying to keep both legs straight. Exhale and down. Remember, if you need to tuck your hands underneath your hips, you can. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Beautiful. And once more, this time we're holding the posture. Inhale, leg up. And we're going to hold it for 5, 4. Remember to keep breathing. We're just holding the movement. 3, 2, and 1. And exhale, slowly bringing the leg down. And relax. So you can bring your legs out wide. You can remove your hands from underneath your hips and rest. We're now going to release our back from all of this hard work that we've done. So bringing your feet together, we're going to do an asymmetrical laying spinal twist. So bringing the arms out wide, and most of you should be able to do this twist unless you have Again, any severe spinal issues, most of you should be able to do it, but I'll give you 2 variations depending on how your back is doing. So with the asymmetrical twist, we first lift our head up on the inhale. Exhale, turn your head to one side. So I've turned my head to the left side. And then lift the leg from that same side. So I'm going to lift my left leg up. You can bend it at the knee, or you can keep the leg straight. Either one, whichever works for you. And we're then going to exhale and twist that leg to the other side. Now it's important that your shoulders remain flat on the floor, and it's quite likely that your other leg is just going to be hanging in the air. It might be at this point, it might be at this point. For some of you, it may be even touching the ground. Whatever it is totally fine. Just allow gravity to do the work of the stretch. So we're going to hold it for a few more counts. Just relaxing your hips. And inhale, bringing your leg back to center, laying it down. Inhale, lifting your head up, head to center. Exhale and relaxing. So that's one side. We're going to do the same on the other side. Now, if that was too difficult for you, your other option is you can actually just bend both of your knees and you can drop them to one side and take your head to the other side. Okay, so you can choose that variation if you wish to. I'll show you now the first variation again on the other side. So here we lift the head up, turn the head to the opposite side on the exhale, and then lift the leg up on the same side on the inhale. Remember, knee can be bent or knee can be straight. And exhale, twisting it to the opposite side. And again, it's okay if the leg hangs in the air, but make sure that your shoulders are on the ground, allowing gravity to assist with the stretch. And inhale, bringing your leg back to center. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting your head up, back to center. Exhale down. Now I want you to bring your left knee to the chest, interlock your fingers around your knee and pull your knee towards you. Feeling a stretch in your hips. Keep breathing here. Just relaxing in this posture. And slowly continue to hold the knee. Pull the knee towards your left shoulder. So if you're holding your left knee, pull it towards the left shoulder, opening up the hip. And bringing the knee back to center and pulling the knee towards your right shoulder. So now we're stretching the outer side of the hip. And knee back to center, release the leg and bring your other knee to the chest. First, just hugging your knee as close to your chest as you can. And slowly pulling your right knee towards your right shoulder. So you're opening up the hip. The stretch is on the inner thigh, the pelvis. And bringing the knee back to center, and this time taking the right knee to your left shoulder. So just opening up the outer side of the hip. Relaxing. Knee back to center, release the leg, and bring both knees to the chest. Hugging both knees, and you can gently roll from side to side, front and back, and relax. Straightening your legs up, we're going to rest in Shavasana. So here you can bring your legs out wide, arms away from the body, palms facing up. If you're wearing any spectacles or glasses, you can remove them. Just make sure you're as comfortable as possible. Maybe grab a blanket, make sure you're sufficiently warm. And close your eyes. And relax. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling and letting go of all tension. Deep breath in and breathe out. Once more, breathing in and breathing out. Allowing your body to relax. As you relax, letting your body feel heavier and heavier. You may feel your body sinking down into the ground. Letting it be supported by the earth beneath you. Slowly coming back to your body. Gently wriggling your fingers and toes. And you can turn over to your right side. You can rest on your right arm if you want to. If you're not able to balance, you can place one knee in front of the other, letting your body rest on your front hand or your knee. And slowly coming up into a comfortable seated posture. You can keep your eyes closed, sitting with a straight spine. We're going to do one pranayama practice and then we'll close. So we're going to do Nadi Shuddhi, also known as Anulom Vilom or alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to fold our first two fingers, our index and middle finger. If you cannot do that, it's okay just to keep them straight, but if you can, try. Placing your thumb on your right nostril, exhale from your left nostril. We'll inhale from the left, block off the left with your ring finger and exhale from the right. Inhale from the right, block off the right and exhale from the left. So we're going to continue 6 more rounds of this, and when we're done, we'll relax the hand mudra. Remember to go at your own pace, keeping the breath soft and slow. Making this next round your last one. And when you're done, resting your hands back in your lap and sitting in silence for a few moments. Now, if you wish to, this is a good time for you to meditate. Otherwise, we will close. Bringing your palms together in front of your chest, or you can place your hands over your heart. We're going to chant Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti means peace. So we're offering peace to ourselves, our loved ones, and the entire world. Taking a deep breath in and chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Feeling gratitude for all the grace in your life. Rubbing your palms together, generating warmth. Placing the palms over your eyes. And when you're ready, resting the hands in your lap and opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga class and hope to see you again soon. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the section underneath the video. Thank you.